where we've got ourselves a Super Bowl 20 rematch. It's the New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears. All that and more coming up next.
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that were cellar dwellers a year ago, but as we've seen being around the league for a while, man, that can change one season to the next.
And how often do we see, Mike, a team that finished at the bottom of their division just a year later be the division champion? I'm not suggesting that it's easy or necessarily that these two teams are going to find themselves in that position. But the NFL is made up of a formula that says you don't have to stay long forever. If you make the right decisions, you can go from worst to first very quickly.
We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. Off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. This all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Patriots have a rookie quarterback. It is Drake May. Long past the Tom Brady era, it is May who is now the guy in Foxborough. Out of North Carolina, Greg, the 3rd pick in this past year's draft.
All right, Mike, now the question is, how do they come onto the field and answer the bell? They give up the quick strike on the kickoff return. Do they come out here now and try to strike back quickly? Whether it's a long, methodical drive or something fast, just don't press too fast. There is a long way to go, a lot of football left to be played. There is no need to panic.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run. Stevenson. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
How often often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He finds a man. That's Osborne. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, New England.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
May to throw on second down. Now he'll run. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
The motion man here is Bourne. Now the man signed from Washington, it's Antonio Gibson. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. From out of the gun, here's May. That's caught by Bourne. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
He's got it at the 3, and he'll take it on in. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, New England. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Pats will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Scott now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
The term generational talent, Mike, it gets thrown around. I feel a little bit too loosely these days, but you could argue if there's one guy worthy of that description, it's Williams. I mean, only time's going to tell how accurate it is, but when you watch him play, it becomes abundantly clear. This guy has everything you want in a franchise quarterback. The arm talent's obvious, but it's the ability to make those off-script plays right in the midst of chaos that make him such an interesting prospect. You know what the best part is, though, Mike, really? We get a first-hand look to see exactly how he's developing over these next couple hours. And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Finding space at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop him.
And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Williams to throw on second down. And he's in. Cole Kmet, touchdown Chicago. Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Antonio Gibson out of his end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. He'll start on the ground with Stevenson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. To throw now, May will set up the screen for Gibson. 3rd and a yard. Hooper, the tight end, is in motion. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Open man there, it is Bourne. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd and short, and here is May. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The Bears offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Second and 7. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he will score. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now Stevenson. He'll get about 2. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This one complete to Bourne. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Now, May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively It'll set up a 4th down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jalen Polk. Touchdown, Patriots. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Patriots draw closer here. It's 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. DeAndre Carter on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll try the right side with Swift. And he'll get this ahead to about the 25-yard line. New England going to take their second timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, here's the rookie, the Aussie, 4th-round pick, Torrey Taylor, to punt for Chicago. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Patriots offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is May. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic first down.
First and 10. Here's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
May to throw on 2nd down. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the rookie from USC, Caleb Williams, who was looking the part. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Patriots offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. There's Osborne with the grab. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too
Still first
far,
down.
and it draws the flag. On first down, they'll start out with Stevenson.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Stevenson. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Open man, Demario Douglas.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Bell is the man in motion. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. And this time he's in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Sly now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Pats will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Tyler Scott from his end zone. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Bears offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Allen in motion. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On second down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On third down, it's Williams. He'll check this down to Swift. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Chicago.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression, and at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
They'll go again with Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield, even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick to the ground. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Moore going in motion. They'll run with Swift. And he will take this one across into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run here. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Second down and 3. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 2nd down, it's May. He's got his big tight end Henry. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll run. And a nice job. They pick it up. 1st down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
May now on 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Gibson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. And now a toss, running left, it's Stevenson.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's going to have the Pats first down. He's brought down after a gain of 7 on 4th and 2.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he's into the end zone. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? A good return as he takes it across the 30. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Not much. Second and long coming up. A run here with Swift. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So here comes 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Allen with the connection.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's Komet. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now, on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. A run with Swift. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now 2nd and inches. Here's Swift. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.